Welcome back to the Saudi Expatriates channel. Today, we have some exciting news about the revised construction regulations in Saudi Arabia. Whether you are planning to build a new home or just interested in the latest developments, this video will provide you with all the details you need. Let's dive in. The Ministry of Rural Affairs and Housing in Saudi Arabia has recently revised construction standards for a variety of residential buildings. These changes affect villas, residential buildings, commercial residential buildings, and administrative residential buildings. One of the significant updates is that residential villas can now have higher ceiling heights and higher construction ratios for all floors. This means more spacious and aesthetically pleasing homes for residents. The revised regulations also include several measures to ease different forms of building work for the beneficiaries. Among these measures are increases in the percentage of built area in residential and villa buildings, as well as buildings serving commercial, administrative, and residential purposes. These changes aim to ensure the continued security of structures and prevent potential dangers. Additionally, the regulations seek to reduce the amount of setback, which is the minimal amount of open space that must surround any construction in residential villas. Now, let's talk about some specific requirements outlined in the new standards. In addition to meeting public health and safety requirements, as specified in the Saudi Building Code, the new requirements include increasing the heights of residential villas, side walls, and rooftops. They also allow for increased construction ratios for all floors, including the upper annex, and permit residential villas to be built with setbacks on the ground floor on all sides. The materials used must comply with quality standards, reference manuals, and codes. The criteria specify that the total ground floor construction area, including ground annexes, must not surpass 75% of the land area in residential villas. The first floor building area cannot exceed 75% of the land area, and the upper annex building size cannot exceed 70% of the floor space below it. If the upper annex is used as a separate dwelling unit, an additional parking spot inside the property lines is required. Furthermore, a minimum distance of 1.5 meters is required between the upper annex of residential villas and nearby streets, squares, and fields. One parking place per 400 square meters of land area is required for all villas, whereas villas above 400 square meters require 2 parking spaces. The ministry stated in a press release that these standards adhere to the most effective methods worldwide and are designed to fulfill the goals of the final users. All future building permits will be subject to these revised standards as of the date of publication. The technical requirements cover architectural, structural, electrical, mechanical, health, fire safety, material, and execution quality criteria. They also involve the organization of space, ensuring that all aspects of construction are covered comprehensively. These revised standards are part of the ministry's larger initiative to streamline processes, standardize requirements for new building licenses, and bring them into compliance with the Saudi Building Code. This effort aims to enhance public health and safety, as well as the overall built environment. Based on the most effective methods used around the world, these new regulations are designed to enhance urban environments, attract investment, and raise living standards. The Saudi government emphasizes that these regulations will help control development while simultaneously improving cityscapes and urban fabric. According to the ministry, the new standards align with residential development programs and the goals and aspirations of the kingdom's strategic and structural plans for all cities. The requirements cover all technical and municipal standards that must be met by residential structures. The ministry encourages property and project owners, contractors, and engineering offices to visit their website to review the standards for the construction of residential buildings. You can find the link in the description below. That's all for today's update on the revised construction regulations in Saudi Arabia. We hope you found this information helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Saudi Expatriates channel for more updates. And be sure to visit saudiexpatriates.com and follow us on social media for the latest news and information. Thank you for watching.